we're turning our attention to the world of gaming, and we're back in the saddle with our master gamer, Gareth Woods, this morning, talking Destiny 2. Gareth, lucky to have you in studio, my brother.
Thank you. You caught me in the middle of the action here.
Very serious fight scene going on here, man. All right, Destiny 2, man. I don't know if you're going to be able to talk me through what the game is all about, but what can we expect? Destiny 2, all right, for those hearing about it for the first time, what is it about?
Okay, so obviously, as you would have guessed, sequel to Destiny 1, which was a massive smash hit a couple of years ago. And yeah, it launched a couple of days now, Destiny 2. People were, really grinding the first game, hours and hours. I mean, some of my friends have played thousands of hours, literally down into the minute that Destiny 2 came out. So it's a hugely popular game, and now they've obviously released the sequel. In terms of what you can expect, it's obviously first-person shooter, but at the same time, it's got RPG elements in terms of like you choose a character, you build him up, you loot for gear. As you kill different enemies, you can kind of like pick up different gear as you kind of level up, and that's half the experience is, trying to get the best gear, and then you can play what they call PvE, player versus environment, like I'm doing at the moment. Yeah. But then you can take your skills into the arena, kind of PvP, player versus player.
I think the big question is what can returning Destiny 1 kind of fans expect from the sequel?
Cool. So everything that I liked about Destiny 1 in terms of like the gunplay and the worlds and the graphics and all that's returned and has kind of like been turned up to 11. But they've addressed some of what fans would have said were issues with the first one.
Okay.
So the storyline was a little bit weak, I think, in the first one. They've addressed that. The storyline's quite compelling, and you're really thrown into the action very early and given a kind of reason to fight, whereas maybe that was the risk in the first one, was kind of like, what is your player's impetus might have been a bit lacking.
Yeah.
And then also the end game content. I haven't gotten to that stage yet, but everything I've been reading online about the kind of end game content is much stronger than the first one, which gives players reasons to really lock in hundreds and hundreds of hours.
I love the fact that it's an involved game, which is really, really nice. Where are you currently, by the way?
I am, let me check out my map. I'm now searching for a friend. Let's go destinations. I'm on Nessus, which is some sort of planet near, there's Earth and there's Titan. And we're on the planet Nessus, and we are looking for one of our fellow Guardians who's gone missing.
Okay, so I mean, obviously a very futuristic game as well, franchise, that's what Destiny is all about. I think the big question here is, who is this game for? I mean, who would really enjoy playing Destiny?
So obviously, if you're a first-person shooter fan, it's probably going to scratch the itch for that. But it also addresses for some of the, I mean, the graphics are phenomenal. You looked into this like cavern. I'm almost wanting to jump down just to see what happens. But but then people who are into the kind of games like Diablo or Path of Exile, those sort of kind of dungeon crawler games, would also dig the looting system. But I mean, it touches a lot of different genres, as it were. That some games have tried to do, and I think Destiny 1 really did it well, and now Destiny 2 is kind of like turning it up to 11.
Fantastic, man. Gareth, I'm going to leave you to battle your enemies.
Thanks.
You go ahead and Destiny 2 right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And of course, as always, for all things hot in gaming, stick to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on SABC 3.